Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 11 of Direwolf20's Space Engineers Let's Play series. I might have some trouble brewing. I'm not entirely sure. I know there's magnesium around here and I'm off to get it because there's something going on. And I'm not too sure what it is, to be completely honest with you. Let's break into this area here. Where's that magnesium? Let's drill through. Remember, hold right click to get in through fast. I'm kind of rushing through this because I don't know if I'm being attacked right now or not, but I might be. I might be in the middle of being attacked. Let's see, where's the magnesium? Should be getting close. There it is. Got it. I'm just going to mine a decent chunk of magnesium here, and then I'm running back to my base. Good. Got some magnesium coming in. That means I hit the right spot. Doing my best to mine it up rather quickly. So a couple patches ago, like 2 or 3, so very, very recently, Space Engineers added pirate bases and raiding ships. And there is a ship that is approaching my base, and the antenna on the ship says raid in progress. So that makes me think my base is going to be attacked here in a minute. And I am not prepared for that, so I am hurrying as quickly as I can to snag some magnesium. How am I doing with large cargo container? Alright, I've got some magnesium. That's enough for me for now. So let me back out of this little area that I'm in. Whoosh. Backing out, backing out. Backing out, backing out. Try not to hit the ship into the walls, because ships don't like to be rammed into asteroids last time I checked. So you can see it, raid in progress in the distance there. And it looks like they're almost coming my way. So I better get back to Dyer's base. See, I think they're coming my way. I think they're chasing after me, the player. So let's make sure that we're going as fast as we can back to Dyer's base here. Yeah, look, they're heading towards me, which I guess is good because it means they didn't go to my base. Inertial dampeners off. Want to go as fast as I can. I will meet you guys back at the base as quickly as I can. Okay, guys, we are back, and I am flying back to my base as quickly as I can. Dun, 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 dun. Slowing down now. Slowing down now. Remember to turn on those inertial dampeners, especially when you have lots of ore. I don't have lots of ore, and it still took me a while to slow down. You can see I kind of hit all my ships underneath my station. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, it no longer says raiding in progress, so maybe me leading them out there near that magnesium asteroid was a good thing. It kind of distracted them for a minute or two. I don't know if that means that they're, like, not coming back. I honestly don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the raiding mechanics of Space Engineers to really have an idea. Oh, raid in progress. So there we go. Now we have an answer to that question. Let's line this guy up and activate. Come on. There we go. And go. Locked. The large cargo containers are empty. Disengage. This ship I definitely don't want to lose, so we're going to hide him really well. Over here, hopefully. So there's a new ship we get to check out today. Dun 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 dun. Or a new block at least. This guy. Hey, how's it going? This, as we can see, is called a Gatling turret. Now, real quick before I show you the Gatling turret, I want to check out my refineries and make sure that magnesium is being processed. You can see I've been doing a lot of mining. I've been focusing mostly on silicon. Is that all the magnesium I have? I must have more magnesium than that. Alright, so let's do this. Let's put 15,000 here. You look actually pretty full. A bit here. A bit here. Oh, that's silicon. How do I do that? Magnesium. Where's the magnesium chunk? There it is. Alright, that should be good. How's my production going? So magnesium should be getting processed here. Looks like it's pretty slow to process at that. Kind of prioritizing magnesium in all my refineries. There we go. Make more of the stuff, would you? Alright. Production line. So this is the ammo that we need for the Gatling guns. What's that rate in progress? It is looking like it's getting closer, and it looks like they're coming from that direction, so I'm going to pop another one of these dudes here. Large steel plate, construction components, metal grid. Interior plates maybe, small steel tubes, motors, computers, I'm sure. Maybe that's enough to build a couple more of these things. More construction components and more metal grids is what I need. I'll just grab 200 of those and search for cargo. That should be plenty. Nice. So raid in progress, they're still on the way. I'm not loving this, to be honest with you. I was not prepared for combat. They seem to have stopped about 5,000 meters out. Maybe they're programmed... maybe I lied. They haven't stopped. They moved again. And then they stopped again. Right? Like, it's literally 5,000 meters out. Maybe that's kind of like a little bit of a pre-programmed warning system, maybe? I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you. These guys aren't really rotated in the best way, but Gatling turret ammo goes in there. So let's see. How is our ammo situation? Are there two coming? Alright, that's just not cool. So let's put some ammo in these guys, and hopefully we will survive this a little bit. 7 in there? I don't really know that this is much ammo, to be honest with you, but we'll find out pretty soon. It looks like there's 2 ships on the way, which is making me nervous. Oh great, oxygen is low. Yeah, I'm not even kidding, guys. I really have no idea what I'm in for with this battle. I legitimately have not experienced this before in Space Engineers. So that's why I'm just kind of putting a few turrets down. I wonder if I have time to build a shield generator. It might not be a bad idea. So here's a modded item. Shield generators. There's also shield upgrades. Pretty sure that's the only shield related stuff. I was not prepared to get into shields just yet, but since we have bad guys coming, I might want to do that. Of course I need stuff. That's a conveyor. Not at all prepared to get into shields, but let's build some shield generators in the back here. Alright, let's do 9. There's our shield generator. I don't really know what I need for that. Gravity generator components. 40? Eek. Alright, and large amounts of construction components, large steel tubes, computers, and steel plates. So gravity generators. Or, yeah, I need 40 of those. Goodness, that's a lot. Production, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to need 40 gravity generators. I don't even know if I have enough stuff for that, to be completely honest with you. And if I don't, then no shields for me. I need a lot of gold and a lot of cobalt. Wow, that's a large amount of stuff. How am I for resources over here? Cobalt we're actually not too bad on. Magnesium we're getting there. Silicon we're alright. You guys low on gold. By just a small amount. Great. What can I do about that? I have an idea. Assembler 2 had 6. Alright. I don't know that I have time to go get more gold. I legitimately have no idea how much longer I have until those guys show up. Production, more of these 25 by 184 guys. And refinery, everybody who has magnesium in there is working on it, right? Magnesium. Throw some in there. I just want to make sure everybody who could be working on magnesium right now is. That should be good. Okay. Are you guys raiding me or what? I started recording here because I thought something exciting would be happening. Alas, nothing is happening. Aside from my awesome doors, that's happening. Alright, so let's, I guess I'll come back here in a minute if they start to show up. And maybe I'll work on these shield generators for a moment. So this is specifically a modded related item. It's 100% modded. I'll be back in a moment to talk about it. And maybe we've got some bad guys coming. So lucky for me, thruster components have gold in them, so I'm disassembling a bunch. I should also get an ammo container here. I'm gonna... By the way, those raid in progress dudes are just still chilling out there, doing pretty much nothing. Not that I'm exactly complaining about that, but I'm gonna put above my backlog doors, I need interior plates, construction components. Small steel tube, displays. This can be my ammo component. So I need more interior plates and construction components. So I'm going to name you small, I believe ammo is the appropriate terminology to use here. If I come over here and switch this guy back to assembly mode, he should spit out his items. And ammo should all land in here. Nice. So let's put a dozen here, a dozen here, and a dozen here. That should be cool. Let's check out what controls we have. Because honestly, since I've never played with these guys, I don't even know how the Gatling turrets work. Shoot once to cause it to shoot. Shoot on or off. I think I can like manually control this thing if I want. Enable idle movement on. Target meteors, target missiles, target small ships, large ships, characters, and stations. Use conveyor system. I believe the conveyor system is below these blocks, so if I want to automatically feed ammo in there, I can. But we'll deal with that. For now, let's see what that is all about. They're still not coming, but I might as well get shields up just in case. So production. Let's turn this guy to disassembly mode, and if I do that, it should empty all this out, I would think. Unless my ingot chests are full. Oh, they are. That's kind of a problem. Let's get another one of these down here. I need more storage, clearly. Construction components, small steel tubes. Display motor, metal grid. Motor, metal grid. I need more displays. And I should have some. And small steel tubes. They're still just sitting out there at 5,000 meters. I don't know what that's all about. So let's make this ingot. P8. Look at you. Oh wow, that is full. Very quickly. I need another ingots chest. Oh my goodness. Alright, another interior plate. Set up. Well, let's put it here just because. I'll come back in a minute. Let me get more of these built and we'll come right back. I think that's a pretty good plan, right? Well, no, I just need small steel tubes and computers. I can manage that. Computers and small steel tubes. And this will be ingot P9. Maybe that's one of the things we'll build next, is a storage room. Small ingot P9. This accidentally has a space in it. There we go. And your inventory is not quite full yet. Good. And you should have emptied all your junk. Good. Production back to assembly mode. Let's get 7 more of these. Cool. I can put all this stuff away, and we can talk about the shield generator mod. This is a really cool mod. A lot of people have worked for a while trying to get shield generator mods going, and somebody recently did it, so kudos to them. Basically, the way it works is it creates a shield. It uses a lot of energy, so we're going to need more large steel tubes and 50 computers or so. And it will create a shield around your ship, which is awesome. So computers, large steel tubes, as many as I can get for now. Now, there's no like visual effects to the shield, unfortunately, but that's just a limitation, I think, of the game engine. So Space Engineers was never really built to have shields, but I always thought shields would be nice to have, kinda. And they are. Because it helps just protect a little bit of damage. But believe it or not, they don't really do that much in terms of protection. They do a bit. I mean, it's better than not having any shields at all, but it's not a huge amount. There we go. Small shield generator. So let's see if I can remember how to work this mod a little bit. We'll be right back. All right, so this is the shield generator. So I'll name it shield. If you put a colon after it, it'll automatically append to the name the current value of it. So we check shield 0 out of 0. So that's how much shielding we have at the moment. It requires 15 megawatts of power input. By the way, between last episode and this one, I added another reactor here. And obviously, that's not enough because things are running and we're waiting for things. So what's going on here? I think as we finish crafting a few things, our power should go down. So those guys are done. Oh, look, our power just went up to 28.6. I think that's because our shield generator just kicked in. And if we check the control panel for shield, we'll see that for 15 megawatts of power, so pretty much I need one full small shield or a small reactor to power this thing, it will produce 10,000 hit points of shielding, and you can see that shown right there. Now, the reason that we might want it displayed in the name of the block, and they are still not coming, so I don't know what their deal is. I might want to build an antenna. Let's consider that. Large ship antennas. I'm going to show you two things here. One that's a large ship antenna and one that's a mod. So remember antennas on small ships? They look like this. So it's just a small little square with a little antenna popping out, right? Looks pretty neat. Antennas on large stations look like this giant antenna array thing. And they're pretty cool looking. Or you can use the modded version, which is basically, it gives you the same model of the small antenna, but on the large station, and I might go with that for now. So let's pop that guy there. Construction components, small steel tube. Let me build that, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I finished building the antenna. I went with the vanilla antenna. It's pretty large, but it's alright. I keep it usually under my station, so it doesn't get in the way so much. The benefit, by the way, of having an antenna is that you can now control your platform the same way. By the way, I added a shields block group, so right now it's toggled off, so you can see the shield is at 0 out of 0, because these guys aren't coming. There's one more thing I wanted to tell you guys about, though, by the way, with shields. Let's turn them on. So we're on platform, shields, toggle on. You can see it charging up, using a whole bunch of power. If I were to want to grind something down, like the medical bay, shields prevent grinding. Keep that in mind. Kind of a neat little balancing point because you can't really just leave your shields on all the time. You have to actually turn them off to work on your base. Also, like I said, the balance point is also heavily revolved around the fact that it's a huge power drain. One shield generator equals one full small reactor, which is crazy. Oh, by the way, you might have also noticed some other tweaks and changes I did. Added a couple things here. Right now, you're only processing ores, really? Control panel, inventory. All right, yeah, that's all you got left is silicon. So a nifty little trick here, and you can't really see this because I put it out on the line, but I have the word ore processing. You can put in the public title instead of the text here, or the private text for that matter. Remember, that's how we were doing it with like these guys. So we have use text command. So maybe I'll convert this so that it's easier for you guys to understand. So let's copy this into the private text, and then I will copy use text commands into here. Maybe you'll be able to see this better. So we have echo ore processing, inventory, excess refinery ore, echo, echo, backlogged ores, or backlog ore minus ice. Cool. Or backlog. Well, that's spelled wrong, so that's cool. Or backlog. So the way this works is we, if we check at the private commands here text, we echo the word ore processing at the top, and then we do an inventory of all blocks that have the word refinery in their name, and we list all the ore that's in them. And then we have a blank line, and then we write the word backlogged ores, and then we look at the inventory of all blocks that have the word ore backlog in their name, and we output what ore is in there with the exception of ice. So that's how this little thing works. Pretty cool, right? So whenever I'm processing ores, it gives me a nice idea of like what's currently in my refineries and what's in my ore backlog inventory. Just a neat little trick that you can do with those LCD things. All right, so I was all panicked about this attack and this raid, but like these guys apparently wimped out because they saw me build a bunch of guns and other stuff. So I guess let's check our ammo inventory here. That was this one. That's small ingots. This one's the ammo. I'm going to produce like 50 more of these. Hopefully I have enough for it. And we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I'm being risky. But I also have nothing on me. So if I die, I don't care that much. I want to fly out here and see what's up with these ships. Because they're clearly just sitting about 5 kilometers away. I want to say this is a bug. Because I don't think they should just be sitting out here doing nothing. Heavy drone. Uh-oh. What is going on? Dyad. What's that? I don't know. Raid in progress. Manufacturing started. Heavy drone manufacturing started. Uh-oh. That's probably not a good sign. I don't know what's happening. I'm a little bit nervous. I wonder if they have weapons and they're going to attack me. Oh, they're shooting. Oh, they are definitely shooting, but I don't think they can track me that well. Oh, they're definitely trying to shoot me. I guess I'm like too fast or too small. Oh, nope. I'm not too small to be shot. Oh boy, that is not an ideal situation to be in. So are they like coming here or what? I kind of want them to come here because I don't want them sitting outside my base forever. They seem to be just chilling. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to get closer to them and like anger them and try and lead them back to my base because I want my Gatling guns to take them out. Especially with like a nice little shield generator. That shield won't last terribly long, by the way. One shield gen, definitely not going to last terribly long. But it'll at least help, I think. We'll see what's up. So let me get like to about 1,000-meter range, and I'm gonna like spin right around and fly back, and hopefully that will like encourage them. Oh yeah, they're definitely coming now. I'm gonna turn off inertial dampeners. Oh, look at them. They're really getting fastly close to me. Back to the base. Inertial dampeners off. Look at you. Where are you going? Interesting. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but I'm heading back to my base. I'll come back if something interesting happens. Alright, so I don't know what the deal is, but one of them is like flying really far away now. That's the one that was like parallel to me and kind of chasing me. So I'm gonna go check out what happens if I get close to this guy again. Oh, I've definitely seemed to have angered them. Oh, they're shooting at me. Ah! I'm like just outside their rocket's range, which is awesome. You guys coming still? Come on. I'm trying to lead them back to the base a little bit because I'd like to kind of dispose of them. Oh boy. Yeah, see, I'm like a little bit outside. That dyad there. I want to see it get torn up by my Gatling guns. See, yeah, that other ship kind of flew away. He's 20,000 kilometers out, 24. You coming, Dyad? What happened? Did I lose you? Alright. Alright, I'm going to try this again. This time I brought one of my weapons with me. Just the assault rifle. Nothing too fancy. Looks like... Man, that drone manufacturing bit, I'm a little bit worried about that, because it seems like there are a lot of these Dyad things here. And they're small, too. Like, I'm only 400 meters away, and I can barely see it. Alright, yeah, they killed me real fast. Alright, I'm not going out there anymore, because it's... They're not coming to me, and that's fine. So I'll just let them be. So I've got shields on my base now. That's kind of nice. But I'm obviously going to keep it offline pretty much all the time, because there's no real need to keep them up and running. So let's just get rid of some stuff here. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, guys. I have what might be a crazy idea, but before I try it, I want to do something. Let's check out shields. There's two. Capacitor, flux coil. I want to say shield capacitor increases the capacity of the shield. And flux coil speeds it up. So if I wanted to put a couple of these on, 80 gravity components? Wow, that's a lot. All right, maybe I'm not going to do that. 1,000 construction components? All right, plans canceled. I'll just let this thing turn on. So by the way, you'll notice that I enabled on the control panel platform shields show on HUD. So if it's off, it doesn't show on HUD. If it's on, if there's an antenna attached to the station, it will show the shield on the HUD at all times. That's why it's nice to have that colon after it. So here's my crazy idea. These ships seem to be attracted to me, right? So what if I went 5,000 meters away from my base, backwards from them? Would they head towards me, run into my base, and then start getting shot at? I don't know, but it's worth a try. So I'm going to give that a shot. Let's see what they do. I'm going to go about 5,000 meters away. Or maybe like 3,000 meters away or something like that. Are they going to back up or what? I'm trying to get a good angle on this thing. So are they going to come after me now? We'll find out. Oh yeah, they're definitely coming this direction. Alright, let's let them get close. And then we'll head back to the base. Alright guys, it looks like something's happening here. So I'm going to try and hurry up back to my base. Going as fast as I can to get back there, because I don't really want to miss too much of what happens. Hopefully my base is sufficiently shielded. I really don't think those shields are going to last long, but hopefully it's enough to shut down this ship and its attacks. So it looks like they're a little bit above my base at the moment, which is interesting. They're 2,000 meters out. They've definitely spawned another one of those Dyad things. What's going on with my base? If I can get within 200 meters, I can actually remotely access what's up. Alright. So, are you guys shooting or what? Looks like they've locked onto that Dyad thing. Nice. Haha, awesome. So I didn't show you guys that I did this, but it looks like it was a good idea, because I put my old mining ship in the front as kind of like a target, and it looks like it was kind of a good idea. But man, that Dyad is not really doing much, is he? Looks like that was a good idea, because he definitely aggroed onto that thing. Oh, did he take him out? Is it dead? Nice, I think they did. Awesome. Cool. Alright, now if only I can get that drone to that thing in the distance that's 1,000 meters out. I don't think they can access that, but I think I can control them. Just don't know if these things have a range of 1,000 meters. Kinda like to anger them a little bit if I could. Alright, let's fly out there. Do we have any more ammo in here? That would be nice. One. Is there still... Can I make a few more of these? Looks like it. And ammo. Let's cross our fingers. I don't know what I have no idea what's up for in here, but if I can get these guys just to come in this direction, hopefully my ship can do a little bit more. Oh yeah, he's definitely shooting at me right now. Oh boy. Well, that's actually a decent sized ship. Oh boy. I don't think I'm taking that thing out just as a player. So I've noticed something about the ship. I've been kind of flying towards a little bit to see what's up, and I'm noticing an interesting fact. Doesn't look like it's well defended from behind, so if I can get behind it before I die, I might be able to break into it. Okay guys, so it looks like that raiding ship, just while I was kind of poking around looking at things, decided to build a missile turret and didn't need it. Either that or it scared them away, because suddenly they are all flying quite far away. Actually, that dyad is coming in this direction. I don't think I have any missiles that I have, though, do I? Production. I need more magnesium. Dude, that dyad is coming right this way. What's my shield generator say? He's shooting stuff up, dude. Stop. Ah, dead. I don't know why this thing's smoking. It might need to be repaired, but I'm gonna steal his ammo if he can't shoot. Is that thing dead or what? Alright, I think we're okay. Shield generator still... Alright, it's charging back up, so that's good. So the main raiding ship is gone. The little drone that it spawned came this way and attacked me. And I feel like it's a good thing that the main raiding ship is gone, because that was almost bad. Alright, some things need repairs here. That's for sure. Let's take a look here. From our control panel, we should be able to see what needs to be repaired. So we need the computer assembler repaired. That seems like the only thing that's really been damaged as a result of this. Just some motors, displays, computers, and steel plates. So, computers. Oh, look, we got a lot of scrap. Computers, display. Steel plate, motors. We'll get this thing repaired. Looks like a couple other things are a little bit damaged, but I think if I can't repair them, they'll sort themselves out. But we'll see. Computers and more steel plates, and then we should be cool. Okay. There we go. Back up and running. You should be happy now. So I'll just keep an eye on my base for a bit, make sure everything's alright. These guys are definitely damaged, but it looks like I can repair him. Nice. How about this thing? Can I repair it? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to turn off the shields. What I'll do is grind this down a little bit and then fix them up, see if that sorts it out. Cool, he ain't smoking anymore, so that's a good idea. 22. Alright, so I'll probably get rid of that missile turn up there, because number one, I have no need for a missile turret. I also don't need you or you anymore. Drop you and see you later. So we drove the pirates away. I guess that's a good thing. And clearly I was not prepared for a fight with them, because I have the impression that if that one little drone did as much damage to my base as it did, then a full-blown raid by the actual ship would have been even worse. So the shield's offline right now. We're not gobbling down uranium anymore. That's kind of good. So this is not what I planned for this episode, but I hope it was entertaining enough, because, well, that's what we did. We did that. I'm going to get more magnesium between this episode and next, and refine that down. And then I'll have more weapons, and I can probably plan out a little bit of a defense a little bit better. And just kind of be prepared in case one comes back. So missile turret's gone. I'll just kind of put this stuff away. I don't need another missile turret for now, I don't think. But anyway, next episode we'll come back. Maybe just be prepared for another battle with a little bit more magnesium and a little bit more mining done. And we will also... Good thing none of these ships down here got damaged. It definitely like did a number on that little old mining ship that I had. You can see it's still sitting over here. Some of it's been pretty well dismembered. Yeah, he's definitely beat up a bit. Look at that thing, dude. He is a wreck. Good times. Maybe I'll just grind him down later. For now, I'll probably just leave him there. Alright, let's head back to our base. I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. I'll go do some mining. And then, like I said, we'll come back next time and continue building out the base. Clearly, my inventory and cargo containers are a little bit rough. So we're going to want some of that. So I'm thinking the next room I might build. Let's talk about that for a minute and what my plans are for this base. I would like the base to extend outwards in like 3 different directions. Down this way, I might have like a building area that will be building machines and stuff for me. So that'll be out in this direction. Out this way, on this side of the main entryway, might be storage and maybe oxygen and power. And then off in this direction here, I might have things like the refinery and the assembly machines and stuff like that. So that's a rough idea. I mean, we'll obviously kind of, you know, move out in this direction as well, and it'll kind of just be like building out, sort of. But for now, wrapping up point. So Darwell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm off to mine more magnesium, which I believe is in this direction. For now, take it easy.